I'm gonna try to go into an area that I can. I tend to think that I get into trouble if I dally. If I dally. And if I sound overly relaxed, it's because I can't stand up in the tent. So, so before I start, let me get my headspace right. This is um. Before I go into the subject, though, I don't really have an issue about if one race doesn't like another race because people have make what's it called association disassociative. They need a disassociative because of entrainment. So with it regard to the channel, I like this channel, and then I always end up making a video about something because it's like, come on, it's lagging. Like, I don't know why you're not um, activated. Okay, the channel is Wild Smile. It's a very I recommend this channel. Fuck, I would do this again last time. This is why I don't like doing this. So I'm putting in people on blast, and I'm easily you could put me on blast too. Like, I'm pretty sure I have like no bulwark against any like blowback or whatever. Fuck it, just put it in the air. So let me hurry up real quick. Um, if you want to, they basically make videos talking about Hillary Clinton, lots of sort of like addressing serious issues and things that go down, which is the reason why I watch them. But not really, because I wouldn't be interested in. I mean, not interested, but compelled. I wouldn't be compelled to see something if I know that it's all the same. Nothing changes. Nobody makes a difference, and there's no fight there to begin with. Then, like, okay. Um, so I mean, we're talking about all these slime balls all the time, and breaking down their gaslighting and trying to railroad people, sandbagging and slow footing, and when it's time to get recompense, like the kind of recompense that is for the posterity, not like you need to get paid right now or anything like that. And something happens where it's worse than anything in the 70s or in the 80s, like Jim Jones getting. I mean, you can't say arguably it's worse. It's worse considering like the volition in the John of God character than Jim Jones. I feel like Jim Jones didn't do nothing wrong, because John of God, right? We have no way of knowing uh, how much damage, wreckage, like how much uh, wraith and 600 uh, women came out to accuse him of rape. He's in an emerald mine somewhere, fucking in the jungles where you can um, appeal to more like the mystic side of young women who are in a dire situation that need to reach out for help. Then he's baby farming them, and he's killing them after 10 years of baby farming because they can't make babies anymore. Like a chicken can't make eggs. This is from the Right Media channel, YouTube, right? That I'm sort of getting some information from. But why are we talking about History Month though. Like, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong if you like don't like black people or anything, but you're talking about we're, we're the programming. You're coming up with a programming for Black History Month that has to do with fails or something. I can't remember what. It doesn't really matter. It's like fails. Like, I don't know if I would subscribe to fails, but uh, this guy is promoted by Oprah. He's in with the Clintons. If in with the Clintons shows you that I don't really know a lot of information, but Epstein, right? Charted on the Epstein plane over 20 times or some shit like that. This John of God, where would you send these babies to? Or, I mean, maybe you're not sending the babies to them, maybe you're selling them to people, weirdos. The weirdos. I don't think that they want to raise them if they're buying them for. How much do you need a baby for to be completed, or for it to be for like if completion comes by way of having a child, like why don't you just be a good individual, then trustworthy? You're an ancestor. You don't have to have sex with a woman to have children. But okay, so you could see where there's a difference between people who have a chromosome that expresses itself as a plant, as a gene that acts like a plant, and you have people that are plants, like in the pizzeria place, the Sharif Salami brought his kids there after he heard that it was filthy. Then his wife didn't object or something, that he was taking the kids to a place that's going to be a center of attention and all sorts of exacerbated mental conditions and everything. It's going to go down. Then he's sitting in the back of the place, and with a nod or like a wink of an eye, he was like knew it was a gun, but like he heard pops or something, and he was confused and something he should stay back. But then he was face to face with the shooter, and he's got his kids with him. Your real kids? So I get to ask that question. The only other question before that is I could ask is, are these your Instagram, and is this your, I'm saying, tweets and shit like that from Podesta and Elefantes, right? That's the only thing that people want to know about. Not some tunnels underneath your. Oh, did I say tunnels? No, that they don't have tunnels that get filled in with cement underneath a temple that you bought, that you spent $20 million to fill with cement underground. And why do you have a temple? Like, you did all that, dude. Who does that? Just who does that? Like, so okay. But I mean, you know. So I feel like you want to work with niggas, but you want to talk shit behind our back after work. I don't feel like you're really the kind of people sometimes that that are. It's excusable and understandable if you don't want to work with black people. But I mean, I'm not even black. It's just that I have, it's the bicameral mind. it's the bicameral mindset of from. Did I even ask my question? I don't know. Well, I'll think about it some more. Anyways, nobody's on the hook, obviously. It's all the natural living man rendered by the land. So if you can't acknowledge the natural living man for being that guy, like, how are you out here? So